Okay, magandang araw sa inyong mag-aaral ng INHS grade 12 students. So, hindi ko masasabing maiksi lang to, no? Sana hindi maging mahaba naman. Again, panimula na naman or ibang aspeto, panig o pagpapaliwanag patungkol pa rin sa introduction to philosophy of human person. Simulan na natin. Okay, this is a course subject. Next is, now let's talk about definition and branches of philosophy. Ano bang meron dyan? So again, although gamit na gamit na at gasgas, for you, para sa iyo, what is philosophy? Bukod sa mga nakalipas sa talakayan natin, ano sa iyo ang filosofiya? For sure, you have your own answer. So, to each his own na muna, as of now. So, while thinking, for some of you, or maybe others already have their answers, keep it that way. Hold it, hold that thought, hold that idea. For you, what is philosophy? Let us continue. Again, as discussed before earlier, it is about love of wisdom or lover of wisdom. Kung ikaw isang namimilosopiya or philosopher ka. Tagapagmahal ka ng karunungan o kaalaman. Philosophy is the knowledge of all things through their ultimate causes acquired through the use of reason. So, pangangalap, pagkuha, mga kaalaman sa lahat ng bagay gamit ang mga kaganapan. At ito ay ginamitan ng kaisipan. Next. So we have material object of philosophy. Philosophy studies all things, lahat ng kaganapan, pangyayari, bagay, anuman yan. Thus, kung ganun, all aspects of reality can be the object of philosophical study. So, papasok agad dito yung 5 basic senses natin para maunawaan natin ano yung realidad. Let's go back to our senses na nasa-sense, na-interpret, nabibigyan at nahahanapan ng kahulugan, pagkakaanawa at pagkakaintindi, realidad na pangyayari at kaganapan yan, anuman yung mga karanasan o kaalaman na iyan. So, pwede siyang isa sa mga material object ng philosophy. Ano naman yung formal object ng philosophy? Through their ultimate causes, mga dahilan, problema, pagsubok o hamon, seeking the deepest explanation. So, bakit nangyari yung mga ganong problema, hamon, pagsubok o suliranin? Bakit nagkaganon? Bakit nangyari yon? So, let's dig deep, seeking the deepest explanations, why it happens, why it exists, why, how. Lahat ng mga malalalim, mahihirap na makaganapan, katanungan, problema, or pagsubok, ay hahanapan natin ng kapaliwanagan to be formal about it, formal object of philosophy, regarding the existence and nature of beings. So, lahat masasagasaan, pagpalagay natin ganun, lahat ay ating uungkatin, kakalkalin, aamuyin, at ating titingnan at tututukan. Next is natural scope philosophy, acquired through the use of reason, tamang pag-iisip, pagdadahilan, pangangatwiran na may basehan through the use of reason, seeking the ultimate explanation that can be arrived at by applying reasoning to facts applied by experience. So, yun yung natural scope ng philosophy, acquired through the use of reason. So, pagpapaliwanag, pagdadahilan, meaning to say, nag-isip, pero may mga pinagkunan, may mga basehan. What else? Oops. Excuse me. So, we have here branches of philosophy. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have the last one, 6, which happens to be political or politics. Epistemology, sa branches. So far, I want to focus on 6. Lastly nga yung politics. Studies the nature of knowledge and the rationality of belief, the means of production of knowledge. So tandaan natin about epistemology. It has something to do with the nature, theory of knowledge, of learning, studies, and the belief that it goes along with it, and the means of production of knowledge. So what else? Sa metaphysics naman, sa branches of philosophy, studies and ask questions. about the essence and existence of a being. Metaphysics, beyond nature, meta, and physicon. Logic, concerned with the reasoning or truth. Lohikal, so may pag-iisip, kaganapang totoo, natural, at hahanapan ng kapaliwanagan at pagkakaunawa. Ethics or axiology. It has something to do with concerns the matter of value or morality. So, between right from wrong, what is right or what is morally accepted. Somehow, morally accepted pero mali, mahirap yon. Anyway, it has something in concern with value or morality. At masasabi natin, depende sa individual, sa grupo or bansa, ng mga taong nakapaloob doon, ano yung pinapahalagahan pa nila, ano yung pinanghahawakan nilang moralidad meron sila. So it has something to do with the branches of philosophy about ethics. Aesthetic explores the nature and appreciation of art, beauty, and taste. Diyan papasok yung sabihin natin forma pananamit. Kung nature lover, mapapansin mo na appreciate mo yung pagsikat o paglubog ng araw. And somehow, to some people, it is overwhelming and being awed by the beauty that they are witnessing. So, aesthetic appreciation, somehow, namimilosopiya pa rin kasi nga, it has something to do with the nature and appreciation of art, beauty, and taste. So, sa politics naman, idagdag ko lang, nakita ko sa internet, i-highlight natin political philosophy or politics. Dagdag natin dito about politics. Ito yan. Hindi siya kasya. Political philosophy or political theory. Ang sabi? Is the philosophical study of government. Of government. Ano ba? No way. Of government addressing questions about nature, scope, and legitimacy. Ayan, anyway, politics is about political theory. Pamamalakad, paano ang pagtukoy, pagresulta, pagsolusyon sa mga kaganapan. Kasi may involved na tao. Paano pamamahalaan at paano pasusundin o anong mga dapat na approach sa mga taong nakatira sa pamayanan o lugar na yon. So doon pa rin papasok yung pag-alam. Bakit paano natin mapapatakbo ng tama, mapapasunod sila sa nais ng gobyerno o namamahala dito. So it has something to do with political theory or political philosophy. So relationship between them, between the leader and the follower. Let's put it that way. What else? Going back. Okay, so we have 6. Political or politics, philosophy, epistemology, metaphysics, logic, axiology, and aesthetics. Next is history of philosophy. So we can see here si Pythagoras or Pythagorean theorem. Kilalang kilala, no? Ionian Greek philosopher siya. First person to name himself a philosopher or lover of wisdom. Bakit? Later on sa next slide, malalaman natin kung siguro nga, let's give it that way. Ikaw yan eh. First person to name himself as a philosopher or lover of wisdom. Known for his Pythagorean theorem in geometry. Excuse me. Next is Thales of Miletus. First person to explain the world and universe outside mythological concepts. He explained that the world was made up of water. Teacher Pythagoras. So yun. Kung ito ang guro ni Pythagoras, masasabi natin kaya siya pwedeng i-name as first person to name himself because philosopher, lover of wisdom, kasi siya ay nag-aral at gusto niyang matuto sa pamamagitan ni Thales. So pwede, acceptable to sa kanyang pag-claim. Kasi nga, ito yung guru niya eh. Gusto niyang matuto. I-claim niya yun. Umaalam siya. Anyway, sa Thales of Miletus, first person to explain. So doon pa lang, kung ikaw ay magpapahayag at magpapaliwanag, marami kang inalam at naalaman na milosopiya siya. Next is Heraclitus. He believed that the world originated from the fire element. Kanina may water, ngayon naman may fire. Baka may silakbo, apoy, may nag-iinit or nagbabaga. But Heraclitus, he believed that the world originated from the fire element. Socrates. first moral philosopher. Kilala. Known for his Socratic method or Elenchus, ito yung dialogue method. Socratic method, dialogue, question and answer to come up with the final conclusion which will lead to another series of question, dilemma, or problem. At ito, si Socrates ang guro ni Plato. At pinoint out niya, he stresses that man must take good care of its soul. Later on, magagamit gasgas na gasgas ang soul, yung nasa kaibuturan ng individual o ng tao, ano yung nag-uudyok o tumutulak sa kanya. So dito pa lang, meron na silang mga konsepto o pagkakaunawa na hindi nila mahanapan ng kasagutan o tugon o paliwanag. They name it or point it out as a soul, and we, as a human being, must take good care of it. All human beings desire the good. Wala namang tao, sino man talagang mapahamak. Hindi niya ginusto yun. Yet, some people lead doing bad things or somehow even committing suicide. And we do not know any reason about those kinds of people. But for those who are doing bad, for sure, it has underlying reason along with it. Choices, options, or influences, bad surroundings, bad environment. But again, walang tao talaga nasasadyaing mapasama o mapahamak. Lahat tayo ay kabutihan ang nais mahantungan, matukoy o ma-achieve. Next is Plato, student of Socrates and teacher of Aristotle naman. So, kung ito si Plato at ang guru niya si Socrates, tas naging guru din siya, naging guru at nagturo naman siya kay Aristotle, founder of the Academy of Athens. What else? The soul is immortal, even the physical cease to exist. Kahit wala na ang pangangatawan, talagang maghahantong sa katapusan, may soul na binanggit at yun ay pang-immortal. Sabihin natin hindi na mamatay o walang katapusan. Ano yung soul na yun? Iniwanan at wala na yung katawan, may soul pa rin siyang binabanggit dito. Na gusto nilang hanapan ng paliwanag, pagkakaintindi at nais silang ipahayag ito, but they put it this way: the soul is immortal, even the physical cease to exist. Careful sa mga ganitong quotation, ano? Pwedeng gamitin sa recitation, sa essay, or lumabas sa quizzes. Coming from whom? From Plato. Next is, still with Plato pa rin, existence of abstract objects. Virtue is knowledge. Paano ba pag sinabing virtue natin? It has something to do with good and moral. So, may kaalaman ka, mabuti yan, may alam ka. Yan. Virtue is knowledge. Tukoy mo, mabuti yan, may tukoy ka. May natutunan ka, maganda yan. Mabuti yan, may natututunan ka. Virtue is knowledge. So, existence of abstract objects. Hindi man painting or art ang tinutukoy dito. Pagpalagay nating mga hindi mahanapang kapaliwanagan at hindi mga katanggap-tanggap sa pamayanan o lipunan, kagaya ng pagiging isang kriminal. We can put it that way na somehow may pagka-abstract yung taong yun. Kaya sila na hihiwalay sa lipunan, mayroon silang kinababagayang kulungan. Sorry, sad to say. Still, existence of abstract objects. So what are their purpose? Maybe sa ating talakayan, ating mapag-usapan yun. The soul is the principle which explains all life na naman, may soul. Kaibuturan sa ating pagkatao, may soul. Kaluluwa ba yan? Espiritu ba yan? They've coined and termed it as soul. Later on, i-clarify natin ano yung soul na yan. The soul is the principle which explains all life. Lahat ng buhay may taglay na ganito. From Plato. Next is Aristotle. Student of Plato and teacher of Alexander the Great. Alright. On his treatise, pag sinabing treatise, ito yung written, mga nasulat o sinulat. Na-search ko ba? Treatise. Come on. It has something to do with written subject, studies or mga, nasusulat about peripsyche. The soul is divided into 3 types and each according to each living being. So it has something to do with psyche, with the psychology, with the mind. So, nagkakaroon na ng pagkakaunawa o kaliwanagan sa mga nakalipas na gamit yung soul. Later on, naging specific, ito ay ang nagpapatakbo sa tao ay yung kanyang taglay na espiritu o kaluluwa. Yet, ang soul para kay Aristotle ay yung kanyang tanging taglay na kaisipan. Kasi yun yung nagpapagana sa atin para tayo mabuhay o maging sa buhay natin yung pagiging tao. Nakapuloob sa pagiging tao yung ating nilalaman ng ating isipan. And may sinabi siya dito, the soul is divided into 3 types. Ano yung 3 types? Sabi sa internet, ang 3 types ay, 3 types ay the nutritive, the sensitive, locomotive, and the rational. Akin lang ipakita dito sa presentation na to. Oops, tayo niya. Ito yan. Coming from Aristotle. Minimize ko lang. And dyan ko muna sa kabilang side. Soul. Ano ba yan? Yep. What are the 3 types of soul coming from Aristotle? As Aristotle distinguishes in the anima, the 3 main kinds of soul. Wait. Come on. Ito ay the nutritive, the sensitive, locomotive, and the rational, na ang kahulugan ay plants, animals, and human beings. From the internet, nutritive, plants, then pag sinabi namang sensitive, locomotive, animals, and pag sinabi namang the rational, human beings. Tayo yung may reason and logic. Tayo yung highest form of animal, human being, kasi we are able to reason. Tayo nakakapagsalita, nakakapangatwir, nakakahanap ng kahulugan sa mga bagay-bagay at kaya nating ipaliwanag ito. We are a rational being. So let's keep it that way. Human being or a rational being. Again, that was from Aristotle. Meron siyang 3 types divided, yung 3 types ng soul. And each according to each living being. Nutritive, sensitive, locomotive, and rational. Next. Saint Augustine of Hippo. So taga-Hippo siya. Yes, dineklara siyang santo. Lagi itong binabalikan, gamit na gamit. Kay Bishop, Cardinal, Santo Papa, mga nagpapari, inaaral nila ito. Bishop of Hippos, region of North Africa, combined Christian doctrine with Platonic ideology. So, galing kay Plato, ikinumbine niya sa turo ni Jesus Christ. Which, doon pa lang masasabi mong, wow, busog ka na kaagad. Ideology, yung mga turo at kaisipan na hatid nung dalawang magkaibang siglo or findings or learnings or studies, believe that everything is connected with God. Doon pa lang sabihin natin full pack na kaagad. Punong-puno na. Believe that everything is connected with God. Paano nangyari yun? Kasi laging merong supreme being, merong master planner na siyang, meron kang soul, meron kang mind, you are able to reason and think logically. Yet, without God, useless lahat yun. Para kay Saint Augustine of Hippo. And we have Saint Thomas Aquinas. I believe that truth is to be accepted no matter where it is found. So sa mga karanasan natin may masasama, may magaganda. So sa ganoong bagay mo siya natutunan, natukyan, nalaman, I believe that truth is to be accepted. Dapat tanggapin natin yon. Saan man natin ito nahantungan, nakita, natagpuan. Bakit may mga nagmamonghe, nagmamongha, nagpapari, nagmamadre? Sa kanila ay yun nagkakaroon ng doon may purpose or silbi ang buhay nila, papasukin nila yun. Doon nila nakita ang totoo. Example with religion. Bakit ang daming sekta? Walang masama doon. Basta doon nila nakita ang Diyos, natagpuan ng pananampalatayang spiritual. We should be happy about them. Doon nila nakita at doon sila naniwalang may Diyos. Followed Aristotelian philosophy naman, itong si Saint Thomas of Aquinas na laging kilala at gamit na gamit din sa mga religion discussion. Reaffirm the 3 types of soul first written by Aristotle. So, since siya nga ay Aristotelian, sang-ayon din siya sa mga unang kaalaman na na-contribute na Aristotle. Pinayabong niya ito at pinagpatuloy at umalam pa siya. Si Saint Thomas Aquinas. Sino naman to? Ibn al-Nafis. First to describe the pulmonary circulation of the circulatory system, believed that the soul is found throughout the entirety of the body, not just one of its organs. Nabanggit na naman si soul. Nasa pangkabuuan, kalahatan, hindi lang sa organ na isip o soul sa puso or soul sa body parts or organ, nasa kabuuan ang kanya. Sino to? Sabi sa internet, siya si excuse, siya si Ibn al-Nafis 1213 to 1288 was an Arab physician, Muslim, Arab physician, philosopher, and the writer who is considered one of the greatest physicians of the Islamic Golden Age. He is best known for his discovery of the pulmonary circulation, which is the circulation of blood from right side of the heart to the left side of the heart through the lungs. This discovery challenged the long-held belief that blood passed directly from the right to the left side of the heart through pores in the heart wall. Ipinanganak sa Syria noong 1213 and sa Wikipedia sa Egypt yata ito namatay, ano? Pinanganak sa Syria, sa Egypt namatay. Anyway, Arab, Muslim, philosopher, writer. So remember him. We have René Descartes. So father of modern Western philosophy. Modern Western philosophy, si René Descartes, father ng analytical geometry, and dito siya kilalang kilala. Take note of this. Excuse. Cogito ergo sum or cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. So, anuman ang nilalaman ng iyong kaisipan, yan din ang iyong magiging actions, pananalita. So, ikaw yun. Kung ikaw yung nag-isip, ikaw yung gagalaw at kikilos nito. Ano man yung mga kilos at galaw mo, ito ay resulta ng kaisipan mo. So, I think, therefore, I am. Ikaw yun kasi ikaw ang resulta ng isip mo na nilalaman ng isipan mo. Yung mga actions, pananalita, mannerism, vices, bisyo, ikaw yun. Malamang galing yun sa isip mo. Hindi mo pwedeng ginawa na hindi mo pinag-isipan o galing sa isip mo. Cogito ergo sum. Believe that the mind and body is distinct but closely joined. Hindi pwedeng isip lang yung may kasalanan. Sinong gagawa nun? Yung may pangatawan na may-ari nung nag-isip nung isip na yon. Bakit may rapist? Sinisisi yung mga naka-miniskirt, mga daring na damit, or halos wala na daw. Damit lang yun, katawan lang yun. Pero sino ba yung nagkasalat ng rape? Yun ang nasa isip niya. Kaya niya ginawa ang ganoong gawain sa isang matinong nananahimik na individual. Damit lang yun. Yun yung kasuotan niya. So I think, therefore I am. Believe that the mind and body is distinct but closely joined. At kung sisisihin pati natin yung mga nananamit ng ganon, we're blaming the victim. Wow, di tayo ganon. Sila na nga yung biktima, sila pa yung sisisihin kasi nananamit ng ganon? No. Napaka-illogical, napaka-unrational na ganong kaisipan. Anyway, pinoint out ni René Descartes, believe that the mind and body is distinct, magkaiba yun, mind and body, but closely joined. Kasi nga, inisip, it has to be executed, may-ari ng kaisipan, yung kanyang pangangatawan. Next is Baruch Spinoza, one of the pioneers of the Dutch Golden Age. Inopose naman niya si Descartes, yung kay Descartes na mind-body dualism. Walang ganun, sabi niya, ni Baruch Spinoza. Ang meron, substance and accidents. Anong nakita natin sa internet about substance and accidents? Substance is being existing in itself. Ating ilagay dito yung substance versus magkalaban ba yan, sir? Hindi, kasi kung inopose niya yung kay René Descartes, ito naman yung pinopoint out niya. Substance is being existing in itself. Accident is being existing in another as its subject. Being is known either as something which subsists in itself without needing to be sustained by another, or as something which needs a subject in which and by which it may exist. Ano daw, sir, ang gustong sabihin? May nilalaman at may mga kaganapan na biglang nangyari na lang dala doon sa mismong nakapaloob. Substance is being existing in itself. Yung mismong nilalaman nun, meron na. Accident ay nangyayari dala ng mga kaganapang nakapaloob doon. So, may magkaiba. Aksidenteng nangyari kasi it meant to be. aksidenteng nangyari kasi siya ay dala talaga ng kaganapan sa istorya kasi ng malamang natin may nagplano, nakalinyang maaksidente, meant to be maaksidente. So that is how it goes. Accidents is being existing in another as its subject. Being is known either as something which subsists in itself. Masyadong nang malalim, mag-focus lang tayo sa substance and accident. Nakapaloob at yung mga kaganapan. No one is intrinsically good or evil. Sa kanya naman, sino yung kanina? Socrates ba yun? Dito naman, no one is intrinsically good or evil. Walang mabait sa loob. Wala ring demonyo o masama sa loob, intrinsic. Sa kanya wala yung ganun. Kasi nakabase nga siya dito sa substance nilalaman at yung mga accident meant to being mangyari. Talking about nature of philosophy, and I think this is the last slide na. Human being possesses a keen desire to know. Yes, that's who we are. We are designed that way. We tend to ask question nga ay. We want to learn more so that we can be a better person, a better individual. And that leads him to seek the causes of events or happenings. Ba't ako naging babae? Ba't ako naging lalaki? Anong purpose? Anong silbi ko? But going back to my previous discussion, going back to your nature, who you are, you will be guided what you will become. For sure, kung babae, magiging nanay or ilaw ng tahanan. Kung lalaki, magiging haligi, tatay, ama, provider sa pamilya. Yun nga lang, still, question still will exist. And aalamin natin ang solusyon o sagot o makakatulong para mas maging maliwanag sa atin ang ating silbi. His search for knowledge as a human being is induced by theoretical consideration as well as practical reason. He needs to find the answers to many questions about things existing around him. So the nature of philosophy is again question and answer. And once you are able to answer specific question, that's it. So ang problema o somehow challenge sa pagbibigay ng tugon o solution o sagot, it will lead to another series of questions or problem or challenges. Kasi nga, we want to be specific, we want to be logical in reasoning about it. So, in return, walang katapusang pag-alam. Basta't alam natin positibo, mabuti at makakatulong, ay aalamin natin ano yun. Yun lang muna sa ngayon. Thank you and hopefully you appreciate this. This will be uploaded to our FB group. You can rewatch and learn again this or to our classroom discussion, but somehow I will try to post this. Thank you. Bye.